Purposely. Your life, God's purpose. Listen at purposely.com.
I forgot. I got worried and I got anxious and I started thinking that I needed to do more and more and more, that maybe if I just planned better, maybe if I just had it more on the calendar and ink, maybe if I could just work harder and push harder and have more self-discipline and do all the things, then maybe I could make it all work. But I had forgotten something really, really important. I'm Julie Lyles Carr, host of God on the Go, part of the Purposely Podcast Network, and we have been in a series about who's in charge. And today, we're going to talk about who's in the ultimate charge in our lives. I like to set goals. I have things that I want to accomplish. I have things that I want to do. I've got a really long to-do list. And I've always been like that a little bit. Back when I was in school, then I went to college, I felt like a lot of the things that were the outcomes that I wanted, that were the results I wanted to see, that it was all up to me. Maybe the schedule would get messed up. Maybe I would catch a cold. Maybe somebody wouldn't respond or react the way that I thought. Maybe somebody wouldn't answer a question that I had. Maybe I wasn't able to get the thing that I wanted. And it really, it would just frustrate me. I would feel like I should be able to do more. I could make this thing work out exactly the way I wanted to make it work out if I would just get more and more control over everything that was happening. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you know how many people live on the earth today? 8 billion people. 8 billion. It's hard to even get our head around a number that big, right? And I would have to guess that of those 8 billion people, I bet all those people have some ideas, plans, goals, dreams that they want to make happen. Now imagine if all those 8 billion people could all make everything they wanted to happen exactly the way they wanted it to happen through their own determination and through their own desire to do more. How many things do you think might go a little wrong, a little wild, a little weird? When it comes to who's in charge at the ultimate level, that is our very good God. God is in charge of everything. Everything. Your parents, your teachers, the leaders in your community, you, your story, He's in charge of it all. Colossians 1, verse 16 through 17 says, "For by Him all things were created in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities, all things were created through Him and for Him. And He is before all things, and in Him all things hold together." You know, when I remember that God is in charge of it all, it takes a lot of pressure off of me. When I know that I have done what I can do, and then I remember, hey, and God's in charge. If this is supposed to work out, it will. I know God is doing things on my behalf. I know He loves me. I know He wants the best for me. And so I'll do what I can. Sure, I'll work hard. I'll do the things I'm supposed to do. But at the end of the day, God is in charge. God is the one who is in charge of opportunities that come my way. God is in charge of the things that can challenge me at times. God is in charge. Now, sometimes you may think, I'm so glad God is in charge of everything and I don't have to worry about it. And sometimes it's okay. You might feel a little frustrated, like this is what I wanted to happen and that's not the way it's happening and I don't feel like I'm in charge of anything. But I want you to know this. Because God is in charge, because this world is God's, and because He is over all of it, you can know that His love for you is always there. Even when things are going the way that you hoped, even when things are not going the way that you hoped, in those places where you feel like you have a lot of being in charge, in those places where you don't feel like you get to have much of a say or much control, God is always there for you, and He is always in charge of what's happening. A big shout out to George Fox University. Thank you, George Fox, for all you do for today's university students. You can learn more about George Fox University at georgefox.edu, and I'll see you next time on God on the Go.